Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here. In today's video, I'm going to answer the question, how do my choices of doctor and my choices to medical decision affect the value of my case? So I'm going to talk to you about two clients that I spoke with. The first one was prescribed surgery and he feels like he needs it, but he doesn't really want to have the surgery, and he's thinking about just putting it off. So he called me to talk about that, and he called me about how if he doesn't have the surgery and he puts it off till after the case is settled, how will that affect his case value? Because after all, the doctor did write the note, did write the prescription for the surgery, so they should give him money for the future surgery. Well, that is true. But as you might already know, if it's always better for you to follow a doctor's advice. Now, I always tell people it's your body, it's your life. I will build the case around whatever medical decision you make for yourself. But if a doctor prescribes treatment or surgery and you don't have it, a judge, a jury, and an insurance company is going to discount what they want to pay you, right? So your case is always more valuable with care actually received than future care that you may or may not receive, okay? So that's one thing I want you to think of. It's a good idea to follow a doctor's advice and get the medical care they prescribe. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is a lady called me with a case, and even though her family doctor was giving her kind of a hard time when she told him it was a work-related injury, she wanted to stick with him. And, even though he's given her a hard time, and I told her, listen, I've been doing this for about 25 years. When your family doctor is giving you a hard time about medical care, after you tell them it's a work or accident related case, it means they don't want to be involved, and they don't want to give a deposition, and they don't want to help you. So I always tell people, you're always best off treating with a doctor who is familiar with injury cases, knows how to write the records, and will have your back. And so if you're treating with a doctor who doesn't seem to have your back, or as soon as you tell them it's a work injury or a car crash or you have a lawyer, their attitude changes towards you, my goodness, something you ought to consider is the importance of a doctor to your injury case. Because remember, only a doctor can give the opinion that you shouldn't work due to your injuries. Only a doctor can say that your injuries are related to the accident and not something else. Only a doctor can say that you need a surgery or medical care or a medical device or prescription medication. And only a doctor can say that you have a permanent injury from a case. And so it is critically important that you have a doctor who has your back. So if you have a doctor or a treater who doesn't have your back, start looking for a doctor. And when you call other doctors, make sure that they have experience with injury cases and they know what to do. So, the moral of the story is who you treat as a medical, or who you choose as your treating medical provider in an injury case is huge. It can have a huge effect on whether you get a fair outcome or whether you get any money at all. I mean, I've had cases where, treating doctors in the privacy of their office tell the client that they'll support them, but then when it comes to their deposition, they don't support them at all. They say, oh, no, I have no opinion about whether the neck surgery that I performed has anything to do with the car accident, because they made it clear to the client they don't want to be involved and they don't want to give a deposition. And if we push them into a deposition, more likely than not, they're not going to help us. You're much better with a doctor who is comfortable with an injury case and is willing to cooperate, because if they're not willing to cooperate, believe me, you don't want to force them. So anyway, I hope that information helps you. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you get notified when I release a new video. And if you wouldn't mind, leave me a 5-star review on Google. It would really help me out and I'd really appreciate it. I'll leave the link in the description so you can cut and paste it into a browser, take you right there. You can leave me a 5-star review. Definitely, I would appreciate it. I've got tools on my website. I've got a couple, do I have a good case calculator and a case cash value calculator. Literally in 10 or 15 seconds, you answer the questions, you get an answer to your questions. So very, very useful tools for injured people. I'll leave the link in the description down there. And then, if you or a loved one need an attorney and you need to talk to somebody, definitely give me a holler. 312-500-4500. 312-500-4500. You can call anytime, night or day. The call and consultation is 100% free. So keep that in mind. And if I can help you, or you have a question, or you want to refer somebody, please give them my number. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care.